welcome back. I know I haven't been posting a lot lately, and I had all these ideas of Christmas crafts and different cleaning videos that I wanted to do for you, but here's the thing, I wasn't feeling it. So instead I thought today that I would talk about something that I have been thinking about a lot lately and something that I've been really passionate about. So this is a completely different kind of video, but I'm really hoping it inspires you and can help some of you who may be fish living in a tree. Years ago when I started organizing professionally, it took me like a nanosecond to realize that not everyone organizes the same way. But here's the thing, almost every organizing system or solution is tailored for the way the majority of the population organizes. And the majority of the population likes to have their home look. And so it doesn't fit for the other people who do not fit into that majority. This is why it is so important to know yourself, to really know yourself, not just when it comes to cleaning and organizing your home, but in every aspect of your life. Once you really know yourself, you're going to be able to come up with solutions and systems in your home, in your finances, in every aspect of your life that will really work for you. So step one, no matter what area of your life you want to change, is knowing yourself. And we're going to talk specifically about organizing, because my channel is about organizing and clutter and cleaning. So we're going to talk about knowing yourself in that area. So in the past, I've designed a test to try to identify what your organizing style is. Here's the truth time. I didn't do a great job of designing the test or articulating what I meant. And in my mind I knew, because I had met so many people that fit into those categories. So I can almost tell you the instant I meet someone what their style is, but it's hard for me to articulate that. So here we go. I'm simplifying it for you guys. I'm breaking it down. Let's break it down first into two categories. There are people who crave abundance, and there are people who crave simplicity. So people who crave abundance actually love to have a lot of stuff around them. They're collectors, and they have artwork and books, and whatever it is that they're into, they want to have a lot of it. They love having pictures and just a lot of things around them. The other side of that coin is people who crave simplicity. So really clutter-free, minimalistic, and the truth is the majority of the population tend to crave simplicity, which is why books like The Magic of Tidying Up, Marie Kondo's book, does so well. Or minimalism is really taking off, or tiny homes, because the majority of the people really crave this and they want to strive towards this in their lives. So where does that leave the people who crave abundance? Albert Einstein once said that if you judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree, it is going to live its life feeling pretty stupid. So here's the thing, if you have lived your life trying to fit into an organizing style of simplicity, when you're all about abundance, you're gonna feel like a failure. You failed before you even started. You've probably tried all the systems and solutions and organizing things you see in magazines and TV. They're all tailored towards simplicity. So you're a fish, my friend, living in a bird atrium, right? And everyone's like, Karen, I don't understand what your problem is. This is so easy to climb up in this tree. And you're like, I just must suck at climbing. No, this isn't going to work for you because that's not who you are. So we've broken it down into two categories. Simple. People who love abundance and people who love simplicity or crave abundance. So let's break this down again into another two groups of people. There are people who really love systems and having logical filing systems and really detail-oriented organizing solutions. And then there are people who love fast, simple, quick, and they don't even want to think about it. So there are people who will take the time to sort their papers into little categories or put the hammer back exactly where the hammer's supposed to go. And then there are people who want to be able to just toss and not even think about it, who will never take the time to sort and use a detailed organizing system. This leads us into the four styles. Different organizing styles. And this also applies to cleaning and cleaning styles. And I'm going to talk about that in a second. So let's start with a cricket. A cricket is someone who craves simplicity and minimalism and minimal clutter, but they're really detail oriented. Then we have a ladybug, someone who also craves simplicity and clutter-free, but they are a hot mess. No, they need simple, quick, fast organizing solutions, and they're not going to use a detailed system. Then we have a bee, who is someone who craves abundance. They like having lots of things and collections, but they crave a really detailed organizing solution. So if they're an avid book collector, all of their books are probably organized by category, maybe even by author, and it's a really detailed system. Then you have someone who craves abundance, but they need quick and easy, very fast organizing solutions, and they're not going to use something that's really detailed and meticulously organized, and that is a butterfly. Butterflies, they're fish. I truly believe that you are born with a certain organizing style, and if you are a child and you're supposed to be using binder systems and keeping a desk that's all closed in, really neat and organized, you're gonna fail from a young age. If your parents are like, why don't you hang your clothes in the closet and use the dresser drawers, and you're a butterfly, you are going to grow up feeling like you are a messy, disorganized person. But the truth is, you aren't using a system made for you. They're pushing a system that's made for the majority of people. It's actually really hard to find organizing solutions for a butterfly. Everything you see on TV and magazines and books is really tailored to a cricket or a ladybug, and sometimes a bee, but never a butterfly. So starting in January, I'm gonna start a new series where I am breaking down each of the different bugs, and I'm gonna talk about organizing solutions that will work for you and your unique style, whether you're a cricket or a ladybug or a bee or a butterfly or a combination of them. I'm also gonna talk about your cleaning style, because guess what? Not everybody cleans the same way, and if you're like, why can't I zone clean? Or you feel like a failure because you've downloaded other cleaning checklists and you haven't been able to stick with them, you know what? That just might not be who you are. So make sure you hit that subscribe button. We're gonna start this whole new series in the new year. I am so excited because once you know yourself, once you really understand what you're great at, what you struggle with, and a system that will work for you, we no longer have to feel like a failure, and we can all enjoy success. So thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time. Hey guys, thanks so much for those of you who have stayed to the end. I gotta share with you, turns out I'm a vampire. No, I kind of am. I'm very pale. I don't like to go outside in the sun, and I need human blood to survive. True story. So you guys know I've shared in the past that I was feeling really tired and lethargic and in a funk, and before I have always suffered, I guess, for the last few years with anemia after I had my kids, so I had a hysterectomy a year and a half ago to sort of solve that problem, I guess. I was getting blood transfusions all the time and injections. I still take iron supplements every day, and so I had a hysterectomy, and then I just sort of thought like, yeah, that problem's done. Nope. So I was feeling like crap, and I went to the doctor. He ran a blood test, and my ferritin level was a 3, and my hemoglobin was like crazy low. So I'm severely anemic, so I had to have an injection, I have a blood transfusion coming up, and I will just probably have to continue to get blood transfusions on a regular basis. But the reason I'm sharing this with you is because sometimes when we feel crappy or tired or lethargic, people are like, oh, maybe you're just depressed, maybe you need to exercise more, maybe you're not eating healthy, maybe it's all in your head. And I'm just like, why don't we actually go to the doctors and like ask for tests? I remember when I was diagnosed with Hashimoto's, I struggled for like a year of like falling asleep, my hair falling out, and just assuming it was because I had a brand new baby. And it's like, that's momness or whatever, you know what I mean? And then when I started getting anemic, it was like, well, maybe I'm just sad because it's winter and I have like winter blues or something. Why didn't I go to the doctors? Crazy pants. And then even though I knew I had anemia in the past, this time, I'm falling into the whole, maybe I'm just sad about life or in a funk. Listen, go to the doctors, my friends. Maybe it is that you're just in a funk, or maybe you're a vampire or whatever. Maybe you're you know, low on B12 or vitamin D, or maybe there is something going on that's causing you to feel that way. And I feel so much better. And a lot of it, I think, is the fact that I know what it is. And so, yeah, I'm still tired, but I'm looking forward to that blood that's coming up next week. And I know what's happening now. I know what it is. And so that's having the biggest impact, I think. So I wanted to share with you because, and Merry Christmas, my friends, and I will see you next time.